toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on another team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Florida State Seminoles offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Bowman.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. So Clemson's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Looking for a man. It's Parrish. Oh, they're after him. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Clemson is quick to the line.
Well, going for it and getting it on fourth down, close to midfield, I think just gave this offense a ton of momentum. I'm curious to see what they're going to do here. Maybe take a shot and see if they can really seize and capitalize on all this good mojo now going their way.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They'll go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole...
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
And that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A 69-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Caught in the backfield, it's Weeks. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the tailback. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets it out to the 25-yard line. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And that was like the quarterback was just caught in a slow-moving vice, and eventually it squeezed him.
And listen, I like the call. I like to be aggressive. I know I can go for it on 4th down because we're going to do that anyways. That's just what we do. It's really fun, and I get to score more points when I get to do it. But when I see it's not there, throw the football away. Don't take the sack.
The Seminoles decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Clemson jumps to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Caught over the middle. It's Harper. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Parrish. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They're working that left side. He did not make it, a stone wall on 3rd down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying to knock him.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. A lot of urgency for this offense. Back to throw. It's Parrish. Got his man quickly. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Clemson is quick to the line. From the gun on third down. Got his man. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Harper. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
Here comes Clemson with another first down.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Harper. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. They got it. It's blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball.
Man, I've been a holder. It's never fun to see a field goal blocked because you're so low to the ground and you have that unique perspective. You see the mountain growing in front of you. All those hands going up, and you know that kicker has got no shot. That thing is going to get blocked.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Metcalf. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Madden. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on third down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
Gets it past the marker. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. On the run, it's Weeks. Across the 15. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Quickly out to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Caught close to the marker. It's Harper. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Gets it out quickly. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They want to get this defense on its heels.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Parrish. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 1st down. And the timing just a hair off. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Ward or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Noles! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Michigan is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Big House, but the Maize and Blue have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Purdue. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Clemson jumps to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
To the air, it's Parrish. Makes the catch. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the grab down the middle. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Leaves it with the running back. Spins away from the defender. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times now they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And I think this offense is going to start to get a little frustrated. Back-to-back drives, they've had some success, but they find a way to shoot themselves in the foot. And right here, they don't protect their guy. And now, 3rd and long situation, you know the pass rushers are coming. They know it's a pass. Got to be smart here with this play call.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Off play action on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Metcalf. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Trying play action. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Oh, he's got some space. Corralled and brought down by the defense. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on MK if they can stop him on 3rd down. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Hunt is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They try to pop a run on the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll run the screen. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. 4th down coming up. Hunt is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Makes the grab. It's Madden. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Off play action. Fires to the middle. That's reeled in. It's Metcalf. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
They've got the screen set up. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end.
Nice job by the defense staying to lead to. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Makes the grab. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15. And let's see what they do on 4th. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Parrish. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, bro.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic.
Touchdown, Florida State! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Looking downfield, it's Parrish. He's got his man.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
It's caught. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. No surprise, looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and then turning it on. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Catch in the middle. It's O'Grady. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Finds his big tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Gets it out fast. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Back to pass, it's Parrish. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Grabbed over the middle. It's O'Grady. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harper. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Looking to throw for it. Here comes the heat. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense.
Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Syracuse is going to enjoy the trip back to Central New York after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there inside the Dome, and suddenly it's quite the resume.
Pulls it in.
One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive.
You know, quarterbacks practice ball security as well throughout the week, and he has to do a better job of keeping two hands on the ball. He knows this defense is trying to rip it out. They're trying to get a hat on the football. He's lucky that he was able to recover his own fumble there.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's Metcalf. There he goes. Snowed under by the defense. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. That's caught, it's Metcalf. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Using his legs, it sweeps. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, he'll throw it. Bringing the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. There he goes. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Touchdown, Seminoles! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Clemson will send the punt team out. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's what...
Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is part of it, right? The quarterback has to make a lot of reads really quickly and then carry the football and take care of that thing. So I think, you know, the fumble was caused there. We don't know why, but this is part of the option risk you run by running it.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Looking for a man. It's Parrish. Got his man on the right.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
In the backfield again to make the stop. They keep giving him the ball and keep getting nothing for it. They'll try to run for it. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. Quick handoff. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. And the Tigers in the hurry up.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He makes a grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. To the ground to try to move the chains. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. Got to make sure they're sound in protection. They had one blocked earlier. Absolutely center cut. It's our forced to settle for the field goal. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll give it to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. It'll be a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on MK if they can stop him on third down. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Metcalf. And he showed off that stiff arm for a nice pickup on the play. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Seminoles line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll go to the sneak.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. They've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to, and let's see what they do to finish off this drive.
The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, this offensive line has got to do a better job. They've now given up way too many sacks. This poor quarterback is running for his life. They've got to shore up and do a better job on the offensive line.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
And the Seminoles will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Snagged in the middle. It's O'Grady. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but...
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Clemson is quick to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Back to throw, it's Parrish. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Plucks it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Way to bounce back, kicker. Obviously, this guy already had a kick block earlier in the game, and he answers by kicking a bomb through the uprights. Well done.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Looking to throw, it's Parrish. Finds the tight end. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And that's a great way to start this drive. Listen, we understand the situation. We need a touchdown, we need a 2-point conversion, but you can't get all of that on one play. Stay consistent, plenty of time still left on the clock. Dink and dunk if you need to. Take what the defense gives you.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Tigers will hustle to the line. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Catch in the middle. It's O'Grady. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. He wants to throw it again. Lets it go to the end zone. In the air, and he's got it for the touchdown. And now they're a two-point conversion away from locking it up.
Stop it. They got a chance to tie this thing. Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
And right down the middle. They took it 64 yards right down the field. Time is of the essence. Just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Parrish. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the season that this game matters more, and it's not that the other ones don't matter. It's just that the hate runs so deep for some of these rivalries and some of these kids that grew up across the street from each other that went to different schools, Jesse. You can feel it.
David, you're absolutely right, and I wonder because it was a rivalry game, did the losing team get a little overhyped? It just looked like they were pressing too much in this football game. They made too many uncharacteristic mistakes, and as a result, they take the L.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.